This is the Gulfstream G280, one of the smallest but most comfortable business jets that are currently in production under the Gulfstream name, and a super mid-sized business jet that outshines competing models with its speed, range, and spacious cabin. With a maximum range of 3,600 nautical miles or 6,667 kilometers, up to 2 living areas, and a maximum cruise speed of Mach 0.85, the G280 accommodates up to 10 passengers and upholds all the classic Gulfstream trademarks, such as a low cabin altitude, quiet cabin, 100% fresh air, and the signature large oval windows. It's rare that a decade-old airplane betters newer designs, but such is the case with the super mid-sized Gulfstream G280. Compared with several competitors, the G280 is faster, has longer legs, and in some cases offers a longer, wider, and taller cabin, all for around the same price. And with it, you get Gulfstream's globe-spanning product support, not an inconsequential consideration when you're looking at a jet with seats for 10 passengers and a 3,600 nautical mile range. Stay with us till the end of the video, because here is everything you need to know about the Gulfstream G280. Stepping inside, the aircraft features a cabin length of 25 feet 10 inches, or 7.87 meters, a width of 7 feet 2 inches, or 2.18 meters, and a height of 6 feet 3 inches, or 1.91 meters. While the fuselage is unchanged from that on the G200, Gulfstream optimized it by moving all the fuel into the wings, which created more usable cabin space, as well as in-flight access to a baggage compartment larger than you can find in some full-size business jets. The cabin volume is 900 to 35 cubic feet, or 26.5 cubic meters, and cabin layouts are available in 8, 9, and 10 passenger configurations, including double club and club, with half club opposite a 3-place side-facing aft divan. One of these 10-seat configurations features a double club forward and 4 seats on the left side opposite a 3-seat divan. Only the outboard 2 divan seats are available for takeoff and landing, while the other 10-passenger configuration replaces the divan with 2 individual seats in single club orientation. An earlier popular option was 8 seats with 2 double clubs, but now the most selected option is the 9-seat configuration with the divan in the aft seating area. Club seats are berthable to create beds. The maximum sleeping capacity is 5 people for the 2 10-seat configurations, while the 8 and 9-seat cabins can sleep 4 people. Opposite the main door is the redesigned galley, which has the same size as the one on the G200. Buyers can replace the standard convection oven with a microwave. Standard features include cold storage, coffee maker, ice drawer with a manual drain to the exterior, sink and hot-cold faucet, solid surface countertop with pull-out extension, plenty of storage, lighted display compartment, and large waste container. The galley features high-end finishes and state-of-the-art appliances. The countertop workspace is generous, allowing for the preparation of gourmet meals, and the cabinetry is crafted from premium materials. The cabin management system can be regulated from a panel in the galley or by passengers via an app that controls temperature, lighting, entertainment, and connectivity via air-to-ground or satellite services. The seats are upholstered in high-quality leather and can be fully reclined to create flat beds for overnight trips. Each seat features adjustable headrests, lumbar support, and personal storage compartments. Additionally, the seats are equipped with individual climate controls and reading lights, allowing passengers to tailor their environment to their preferences. Lighting comes from 19 cabin windows and LEDs. The G280's 19 cabin windows, 4 more than the G200, are larger than the G200's, although not the same size or configuration as those in the large cabin Gulfstreams. Cabin altitude at 45,000 feet is a comfortable 7,000 feet, and the G280 has Gulfstream's 100% fresh air system. The company has turned to Honeywell to provide all the environmental control and cabin pressure systems on the aircraft. The G280 employs Gulfstream's Cabin Essential architecture. All major cabin systems are redundant so that no single-point failure will compromise functionality. Gulfstream says this means the cabin lighting always illuminates, water is always available, and an entertainment source always works. Gulfstream has equipped the G280 with cutting-edge connectivity and entertainment systems. The aircraft features high-speed Ka-band satellite internet, allowing passengers to stay connected with colleagues, friends, and family while in flight. The cabin management system enables passengers to control lighting, temperature, and entertainment options via touchscreen panels or personal devices. IFE features include a forward HD monitor, dual Blu-ray and DVD players, and Gulfstream's Cabin View Moving Map Flight Information System. Options include an additional 19-inch HD monitor on the rear bulkhead, 12-inch plug-in monitors at the seats, XM satellite radio, and Gogo Business Aviation air-to-ground and/or Swift broadband connectivity systems. The G280 is renowned for its quiet cabin, a result of meticulous engineering and soundproofing techniques. Once in flight, an acoustical curtain can be closed, covering the main door entry and further silencing the amazingly quiet cabin. The acoustic design was accomplished by Gulfstream's lead acoustician, who used to work for submarine maker Electric Boat, a sister company of Gulfstream. Part of this design effort included cooling the airframe to evaluate noise performance when gaskets and rubber seals are cold-soaked to extremely low temperatures. Contributing to the cabin's low noise levels are gaspers with built-in noise baffles. Externally, the aircraft has a near 20 decibel margin over Stage 4 noise standards. More cabin room means noticeably more lavatory space as well. The lab on the G280 is 48 inches or 1.2 meters wide, nearly double the 26-inch or 65 centimeter width of the one on the G200. The G280 lab has a 10 cubic foot wardrobe closet, 2 large windows, and a sink with a raised ledge. It also has a toilet system that's powered by a vacuum generator up to 16,000 feet. Above that altitude, it is powered by differential air pressure. And finally, the aircraft offers an impressive baggage capacity with a total volume of 154 cubic feet or 4.36 cubic meters. The main baggage compartment, accessible in flight at altitudes up to 40,000 feet, provides 120 cubic feet or 3.4 cubic meters of storage space and can accommodate 1,980 pounds or 900 kilograms, enough room for a whole lot of clothes. This area is pressurized and temperature controlled. Additionally, there is an external baggage compartment that offers 34 cubic feet or 0.96 cubic meters of storage. Now let's step into the cockpit. It's not unusual for an airframer to opt for avionics from different manufacturers for various airplane models, but Gulfstream is keen on consistency across product lines and branded the G280's Rockwell Collins avionics with the same Plainview name as the Honeywell avionics in the large cabin jets. The Plainview G280 avionics are an iteration of Rockwell Collins ProLine Fusion flight deck and a big improvement over the ProLine 21 avionics in the G200 with 3 15-inch displays, providing much more screen real estate. Plainview isn't just an exercise in branding, however, as the engineers put a lot of design effort into matching Honeywell Plainview conventions in the G280 interface. The cursor control devices, for example, are nearly identical, with an inverse hat switch in the center for moving the cursor, 3 buttons for selecting the display, and a rotational knob for moving up and down checklists or ranging in and out on the moving map. The center moving map looks a lot like the Honeywell equivalent too, with similar drop-down menus, synoptic diagrams, and checklists. We tailor the look and feel with Plainview, said Vice President and Mid-Cabin Programs Rick Trusis, including the symbology and the look and feel and functionality. We spent a lot of time trying to make sure this airplane had that familiarity with other Gulfstream products. A lot of the look and feel and operational features of the large cabin aircraft have been designed into this avionics system. Like the large cabin jets, the G280 is equipped with auto throttles and the same head-up display, also a Rockwell Collins product, and Colesman Enhanced Vision System as the G650. The third FMS is optional, but a popular choice. Pilots used to programming a Honeywell FMS in the larger Gulfstreams will notice some user interface differences with the Rockwell Collins FMSs in the G280. This is no big deal, but the Rockwell Collins FMS is maybe a bit more intuitive. Synthetic vision is also an option, and most buyers select this, according to Trusis. Both Honeywell's and Rockwell Collins synthetic vision are tremendously beneficial situational awareness tools, and most business jet pilots prefer it. The Rockwell Collins version adds a useful feature, an opaque airport dome that highlights the destination airport. The dome gradually becomes less opaque as the airplane gets closer to the airport. Large cabin Gulfstream pilots should find the G280's guidance panel familiar, but the standby multifunctional controllers, or SMCs, have a G650-like twist. The large Rockwell Collins SMC display also doubles as an integrated standby instrument, driven by a remotely mounted L3 standby instrument. This is a much better design than tiny standby instruments mounted elsewhere in some airplanes, and during an emergency situation, allows the pilots to align their viewpoint forward instead of down inside the cockpit. In case of total electrical failure, the SMCs, the integrated standby instruments, and the autopilot are powered by the standby battery. The SMCs have many other functions, including the ability to manage single-point refueling from the cockpit instead of having to access the refuel and defuel panel mounted aft of the fueling port. Other functions include PFD settings, weather radar, chart selection, HUD settings, checklists, nav sources, avionics configurations for each phase of flight, and more. The Plane View Caution and Advisory System, or CAS messages, are displayed in a more intelligent fashion, and overall, the flight deck is thoroughly modern, uncluttered, and without too many switches and knobs. Circuit breakers are all consolidated on one overhead panel and laid out in a simple grid pattern. Now let's talk about the engine, performance specifications, and how it flies. The Gulfstream G280 is powered by two Honeywell HTF 7250G turbofan engines with a TBO of 6,000 hours, each producing 7,624 pounds of thrust. The engines are built with dual-channel FEDEC, nacelles, and thrust reversers, all in an integrated propulsion package. The redesigned transonic wing considerably shortens the required takeoff distance under full load. The wing features new winglets and is designed with a more efficient and highly swept airfoil. The aircraft includes various fly-by-wire controls, such as for the spoilers and rudder, and brake-by-wire on the landing gear. These systems work in concert to allow steeper approaches and surer stopping on shorter runways. A more efficient T-tail has been added to the empennage. The aircraft requires 4,750 feet or 1,450 meters of runway to take off at sea level on a standard day. The engines allow a maximum rate of climb per minute of 4,120 feet or 1,255 meters, and a maximum cruising altitude of 45,000 feet or 13,716 meters. Quiet and fuel efficient, the engines power the G280 up to 41,000 feet in just 20 minutes and reduce cabin noise. The plane has a maximum speed of Mach 0.85 and a long-range cruise speed of Mach 0.80 with an estimated average hourly fuel burn of 280 gallons or 1,060 liters, a maximum net payload of 4,050 pounds or 1,837 kilograms, and a full fuel payload of 1,000 pounds or 455 kilograms. And finally, the aircraft has a maximum range of 3,600 nautical miles, which is 4,142 miles or 6,667 kilometers, and a minimum landing distance of 2,720 feet or 830 meters. This extensive range allows for non-stop flights from New York to London or from Singapore to Dubai, making the G280 a versatile option for global travel. Now, let's talk about prices. The base purchase price for a new Gulfstream G280 is $25 million before options. But for as little as $12 million, you can buy a 6-year-old model that will hold its own against brand new aircraft costing more than twice as much. And the charter price is estimated at $6,000 to $10,000 per hour. Naturally, prices will vary depending on availability, fuel prices, ground fees, and more. While the annual fixed cost is estimated at $600,000 to $900,000. The average hourly operating cost is estimated at $3,000 to $5,000. Thank you for staying with us till the end. Here are 2 videos you can watch next. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.